and raw. Charlie, make you no worry, speak the truth. No cap, give us hours. We go chit chat. Real topics, real people. Yeah, sharp like eagle, fly. You know the name, right? AFY.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Real and Raw podcast, the space where we tell the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's very uncomfortable. And guys, I can see some of you are coming back to watch every content that I post or release, but are still not subscribed yet. Why? Guys, it helps the channel, okay? And it helps me know that you like my content. You also boost my confidence not to stop doing this. So please subscribe if you haven't already, okay?
Okay.
As usual, I am your host, Afya. And today, we are talking about something that does not get talked about, honestly, enough. We are talking about building financial independence. Whilst your household is loud, while your laundry isn't folded, while your kids are calling your name, mommy, and you're still expected to smile like you've got it all together. This episode is for the modern working mother who is tired but still ambitious, who loves her children but still wants more, who is managing chaos and still trying to build wealth. As we go along, comment and share to your loved one. Today, we are not glamorizing burnout. We are not pretending it's easy. We are just going to tell the truth. So if you're folding clothes, driving to work, hiding in the bathroom for about 5 minutes for peace, this one is for you. Let's get real. Let's get raw.
Real and Raw podcast.
So, the truth no one puts about. Let's start with what nobody shows you. Let's talk about answering emails whilst cooking dinner, working after bedtime, crying quietly because you are overwhelmed, feeling like you're falling into two worlds at once. Can we be honest for a second? Nobody posts the breakdown before the breakthrough. Nobody posts the moment you are answering emails with one hand and stirring dinner with the other. Nobody posts the tears you cry in the bathroom because you're overwhelmed but still expected to function. And building financial independence as a mother is not cute. It's not aesthetic. It's not soft lighting and coffee shop vibes. It's loud, it's messy, and it's chaotic. You're not just working a job, you're managing a household. You're remembering appointments, you're planning meals, you're carrying the mental load for everyone. And if you're tired, that doesn't mean you're weak, hey. It means you're carrying a lot. You're not just working, you're carrying the mental load. You're remembering the appointments, the groceries, the birthdays, the deadlines. You're actually the table, my dear. So as women who work so hard, let's normalize exhaustion. Let's normalize ambition. Normalize the conflict we have, because we can only be human. And that's financial. And that's why financial independence matters more than we admit. Now, what does financial independence actually mean when I speak of it? From my own point of view, I think it's not about luxury, it's not about flexing, it's not about the designer bags, it's not even about trying to impress anybody. It's about having options. It's about knowing that you don't have to stay somewhere that's draining you because you can't afford to leave. Okay, I'm speaking to the wise. It's about not tolerating disrespect at work because you are afraid to lose your paycheck. It's about peace. When I say economic autonomy, I mean being able to breathe, being able to make decisions from power instead of fear. And as mothers, that matters because when you're stable, your children are stable. Financial independence is peace. It's knowing that you can leave if you need to. It's knowing that your children are secure no matter what. But building that whilst raising humans, that's where the mental battle begins. And it brings me to my third one, which is the mental warfare. The mental warfare. Now let's talk about the part nobody wants to admit, like the war in your head. You are at work thinking about your kids. You are with your kids thinking about work. You feel guilty for wanting more. You feel guilty for being tired. You feel guilty for not being present enough. Ambition as a mother is treated like you're doing something wrong. But hear me. Wanting growth does not cancel out your love, okay? You are allowed to want stability at some point. You are allowed to want wealth. Yes, who doesn't? You are allowed to want more than survival. That doesn't make you selfish, okay? That makes you forward thinking. You're with your kids thinking about work. You're at work thinking about your kids. So the question now is, how do you build without actually breaking? Let's manage our household chaos practically. Let's get practical because we don't just vent here, we build on the Real and Raw podcast. So your house will not be perfect whilst you're building, okay? Listen to that again. Your house will not be perfect whilst you're building. If you're growing your career, building a business, increasing your income, something has to give. Maybe the laundry sits an extra day. Maybe the dinner is simple. Maybe the house isn't spotless. But that's not failure. That's prioritizing. So stop trying to be the superwoman. Start building systems. Have meal plans. Yes, some men are hard to live with their daily menus set for cooking, as that's how they were brought up. But that's where the communication comes in. I'm not teaching you to be rebellious, okay? I'm teaching you to set boundaries and how to make your partner also understand you, to be able to submit under him. It makes it a lot easier. So again, use that time wisely. Teach your kids independence. Teaching your kids how to live without mommy. You don't need perfection. You don't need consistency. Your house might not look Instagram ready, let me put it that way. But that's okay, because we're building assets, not aesthetics. Okay? But structure alone doesn't build independence. Strategy does. So let's talk about the strategy. I'll say step 1, you should stop being so afraid of your bank account. Look at it. Face it. Okay? Clarity removes fear. Encourage negotiating salaries at your workplace. Don't be so scared to talk to your boss. Hey, can we talk about my salary? How can I improve? What am I doing? Why is my salary stable? Why is it not moving forward? Work hard at it. Learn new skills. Oh, monetize your knowledge, okay? Like what I'm doing, okay? You convert your expertise, your skills and your experience into, revenue generating assets. Focus on one lane and master it. Also, whilst you're doing that, stop unnecessary buying. And I say this because I'm guilty of it too. It's women behavior. And if you have eyes for good fashion, this often takes like the larger part of you. Then you tell your partner, you got it as a gift. Lies. You got it as a gift. You don't need 10 streams of income. You need one focused strategy. That brings me to step 2, which will be building a small emergency fund. Even a few hundred pounds changes how you walk into a room. It changes your confidence. Have you realized if you have money in your bank account, you walk as though you own everything? What must here? Also, increase your income strategically, not chaotically. Okay? Strategically. My step 4 will be protecting yourself. Have some credits in your name. Understand your accounts. Know where your money is going. Again, I'm not asking you to be rebellious, okay? Protection is power. And you cannot build freedom blindly. But let's not ignore the emotional costs that comes with it. Let's be real. People will judge you. If you grind, they'll say you're neglecting your kids. You wake up early in the morning, take your barely 1-year-old to nursery or daycare. If you slow down, they'll say you're wasting your potential. So you see, you can't win with everybody. Stop trying to. Wanting financial independence doesn't mean you love your children any less. It means you refuse to leave their future to chance. You're building security, and that's leadership. If you stay home, you're wasting potential. If you work hard, you're neglecting your kids. So guess what? Stop trying to win approval. Wanting stability does not make you selfish. It makes you responsible. And here's the part nobody talks about, which is the burnout and boundaries. You cannot build wealth if you're constantly depleted. Say no if you have to, and mean it without feeling any guilt. Balance is not 50-50 every day. Some days your kids get more, some days your work gets more, some days you barely get anything for yourself. Balance is also seasonal. Stop comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlighted reel. Like I always say, your life is real, and real life is uneven sometimes. You are allowed to build slowly. You are allowed to rest. And when it starts working, when the independence starts forming, if you're constantly exhausted, snapping at everyone, feeling resentful, that's not weakness, that's burnout. And burnout doesn't build wealth. You need boundaries. You don't have to say yes to everything. You don't have to answer emails at midnight. You don't have to overextend yourself to prove that you're capable. Rest is not laziness. Rest is strategy, and there's no need feeling guilty. You are not just building income, you're building your legacy. So let this part feel very inspiring to you. If you're managing chaos and still dreaming bigger, I see you. If you're exhausted but refusing to stay stuck, I see you too. You're not selfish for wanting stability. You're not greedy for wanting security, my dear. You are not a bad mother for wanting more. You are building freedom in the middle of all the chaos. And that is revolutionary. Okay? This is the Real and Raw podcast with your girl Afya, where we don't pretend it's easy, but we do remind you that it's possible. If this episode spoke to you, share it with another woman who needs to hear it. Leave a review, tag me, and let's build community, okay? Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Until next time, stay real, stay raw, and keep it building. I love you guys. Peace.